Team Osiris. Over the last 72 hours, 5 colonies have experienced identical events. Massive destruction, Forerunner in origin. And Dr. Catherine Elizabeth Halsey has managed to contact us. She claims to have information on these attacks.
Halsey is currently in Covenant custody on the surface of Kamchatka. Your mission is to insert behind enemy lines, retrieve Halsey, and bring her back to Infinity. Be advised, Dr. Halsey is accompanied by Covenant Supreme Leader Jul 'Mdama. If you have the opportunity...
Understood, Commander.
Good luck, Spartan Locke. Infinity out.
Tracking gear online.
Affirmative. Say, before we make this jump, anybody want to say a few words?
I figure if God can hear how scared I am, so can everyone else. Locke, you buying the first drink when we're done?
You ask, you buy. Fire Team Osiris. The light is green.
As always, this is not meant to be a knockoff of Cinemasins or Gamingsins, hence why there's no sin counter. Having said that, I have a confession to make. I've been dreading doing this video. I don't know where to begin. I mean, seriously, where do I start? Do I start with why Jul 'Mdama is out in the open instead of aboard a ship, especially during a massive Promethean attack? And what is he doing on Kamchatka to begin with? And speaking of Prometheans, what are they doing here? And whose command are they under? Last time I checked, the Didact was dead, even if we are factoring in the outside lore. And finally, if the mission is to save Dr. Halsey, why is Fire Team Osiris doing this rather than the Master Chief? In fact, we find out later that the entire blue team is in this game. They were practically raised by Dr. Halsey. They should be the ones doing this mission, not some renegade Spartan 4s. I'm just saying. Oh, right, one more thing. Why is Fire Team Osiris just not learning the details of their near-suicidal, borderline Avengers ripping off jump? Pretty sure that a chunk that size coming from a Covenant cruiser crashing that hard would have killed the Spartans as well.
Halsey and 'Mdama are holed up inside a Forerunner structure ahead. That's our target.
The Promethean presence here is extremely intense. They even have anti-air batteries up and everything. What's so important about Kamchatka that their presence needs to be so strong? I mean, is there another Guardian here? Well, thanks to Halo 5's amazing storytelling, we'll never know.
Area's clear. Move on.
Good work, everyone.
I noticed in the briefing Dr. Halsey lost her left arm. When did that happen?
Jul did it. No idea when or why.
Reckon it wasn't an argument, or he'd have cut off her head instead of her arm.
Door's sealed tight.
Forerunner security station. Must be in lockdown.
Any way to lift it?
The Artemis can analyze Forerunner systems. Might be a way to override this door.
This Artemis thing one of your old Oni toys?
Similar. I convinced Commander Palmer to outfit us with prototypes. Let's see. This should do it.
In every other Halo game, I've complained about the fact that human AI apparently have the power to interface with Forerunner technology. Now, apparently humans also have that power, even without Dr. Halsey to help them, because reasons?
Door's open.
The Artemis did the trick.
Locke, listen to this. They're assaulting the back of the temple. Bring in the Kraken.
Kraken sighted!
What the hell is this thing? Covenant Kraken? First of all, it doesn't even align with the typical Covenant naming scheme. Second, what is its purpose and why does it have an advantage over the ships? Wouldn't a Covenant cruiser be a more useful version of a mobile base? I mean, they can fly and get away at a second's notice if need be. The Kraken isn't just slow and impractical, it's also a bigger target. Next time, just go with the Scarab.
Would you like to discuss the finer points of casual reconciliation?
More human sarcasm.
So you have learned something from me, Julie.
You claim to be able to access...
And I can. However, I did not claim to be able to access it instantaneously.
No time to dither. You will also accord me the respect befitting of the Didact's hand.
Seems your fingers are an open rebellion, Han.
Enough!
Yeah, good looking.
Do your work.
Eyes on target. This location does not serve my needs. When she makes another transmission, I must
I
triangulate.
tire of this, Doctor. You have been chasing shadows for weeks to no avail.
The Supreme Leader of the entire Covenant's in the midst of a huge battle, yet he only has this many guards protecting him. And he's out in the open. Also, for those of you wondering what this mission has anything to do with the rest of the game, you're not alone. Aside from picking up Dr. Halsey and acknowledging the Prometheans are still a problem, it has nothing to do with the rest of the game. My guess is that since Spartan Ops Season 2 never got greenlit, they decided to put the finale for the series right here as the first mission in Halo 5 rather than having a proper opening mission. So for those who never played Halo 4, Spartan Ops will have no idea who Jul 'Abdamah is or his importance to the Halo universe. At the very least, they should have waited till the Battle of Sinayan to kill him off. But instead, they decided to kill off a major Covenant villain in the very first mission of the game. Way to go, 343 Industries. Way to go.
Captain Lasky, I sent you my position 3 weeks ago. I told you this was happening.
We'll discuss that in private, Doctor. Palmer.
What has she done? How far has it already gone?
Good work, Osiris.
The secret they want to tell Dr. Halsey behind closed doors is that the writers never came up with a reason, and so they have to BS their way out of this one.
I haven't seen Chief press himself like this since we were in boot camp.
He's fine, Fred.
This many missions non-stop isn't fun.
As we find out later by way of Osiris exposition, these Spartans have known each other their entire lives. And yet, given all the exposition that this game has, none of it's ever dedicated to explaining their absence or their return. In all the games we played as Master Chief, there's never any mention of Blue Team or what happened to them. Yet here they just randomly show up again. As big as a pivot point as this is in the Halo universe, they leave this to outside lore. Once again, shame on you, 343 Industries.
Here you go.
Thanks, Kelly. Everyone ready?
Affirmative.
You good?
Blue team, fall out.
The Envoy are resisting. Throw the Envoy out the airlock.
The elites, only standing a few feet away from those bay windows, don't notice a squad of Spartans shooting at said windows.
Chief. The domain is open. Meridian is next.
Cortana?
John, the Reclamation is about to begin.
Chief, what's wrong?
She's on Meridian.
Who?
Cortana.
So, was this a dream or was it a vision? The Master Chief seems pretty certain it was the latter, but if it was a vision, why did Cortana wait till Master Chief was blacked out to try to communicate with him? As we saw in Halo 3, she can do this at any time, even across the galaxy. If I had been the Master Chief in this scenario, I think I would have gone with the former. It's just a dream. Let it slide.
Not enough. Something about Meridian.
Meridian's a backwater. If she's active, what's she doing so far out on the frontier?
Hunters. They're keeping pace with us.
You know, I get that the Hunters are just large collective masses of worms with a central intelligence, and that should allow them to move throughout the facility fairly quickly. But, by that same token, how do they get their armor about? It'd be pretty tough to fit that fuel rod cannon and all that armor through a ventilation shaft, and all while doing so moving at a faster rate of speed than the Spartans.
Clear.
Time, Linda.
89 seconds.
Sierra 117 to Infinity. Argent Moon scuttled. I've reassigned Blue Team. Destination Meridian. Potential contact from Cortana.
Negative 117. Another team is already being prepped to deal with her.
What the hell?
You're to return to Infinity immediately.
Negative Infinity. I don't like it.
Whoever they are, let's get to Meridian before they do.
Kelly, no.
No need to do this by yourself, Chief.
I get that these Spartans have known each other all their lives, but a lot has happened since the last time they saw each other. They should be helping Master Chief see a doctor, not helping him chase his delusions.
I tried to warn you this was happening. Cortana is no longer an asset, Captain. She is a danger. She has access to the Forerunner domain, a galaxy-spanning network
Cortana's
that
alive?
allows her to control whatever devices caused this damage.
How is she?
Master Chief believes she contacted him.
No, John must not speak to her.
He's gone in search of her.
Let him go.
How is
Nobody lets the Chief do anything. He does what he wants.
Until 0631 this morning, when he was declared absent without leave.
This isn't about the Master
John
Chief.
is not equipped emotionally to deal with her as a threat.
Hey! Is anyone gonna answer me?
Captain Lasky apparently lets the Master Chief do whatever he wants, yet he still seems to not have a problem with declaring the Master Chief AWOL after only being gone a few hours.
The Covenant blasted this planet in 48. It was a UNSC colony then, but we never came back. Run by a private corp now, chipping away the glass, making her livable.
Why are we taking the long way down?
Because it's polite. Grew up on an indie colony like Meridian. Folks out here don't take well to the UNSC landing in the middle of town. Tend to see it as an act of aggression.
Speaking of acts of aggression...
Those are Forerunner ships. What the hell are Forerunners doing here?
Maybe we're not the only ones here for the Master Chief.
Whoever the hell is on my elevator, identify yourself.
This is Spartan Jameson Locke, UNSC.
Thugs, a lot of you.
To whom am I speaking?
This is Governor Sloane, and you...
Governor didn't seem to want our help.
Well, he's gonna get it anyway.
Meridian surface. Prepare to disembark.
Spartans? What the hell are Spartans doing here?
What's going on?
Meridian Station's under attack. Sloane's trying to put up a fight, but I got family up there. They ain't armed.
Osiris, the people of Meridian Station need our assistance.
What the hell are those things?
Sloane to all hands. Take up defensive positions. Do not panic.
Meridian Control, we need you to open the doors to the space elevator.
Security...
But it's overrun!
Open the doors so we can help.
Damn it, Kyle! Do it! Fine, go!
down the security system.
Yeah, eliminate the threat, then lock down ends.
All good people of Meridian, you are hereby ordered to take up arms and defend your home from the departure.
Elevator control. Get those automated turrets online.
We're trying, Governor. Security tower door's jammed.
Automated turrets. Those could be useful.
We find out later that Governor Sloane and Cortana are working together, yet for some reason she still allows the Prometheans to attack Governor Sloane's colony. If she has the ability to simply summon the Guardian, is there any point to sending the Prometheans there at all? All I'm saying here is she could have simply skipped the middleman and gone straight to the source.
Look at this.
Looks like a map of Apogee Station. It leads down inside the mountain.
Marked a path through the door outside to the mines.
Governor Sloane.
Spartan Locke.
We're looking for access to the mine near our position.
You think the soldier you're chasing is down there? Not likely.
I'm asking politely for access to your facility, Governor.
Opening the door for you now. Watch yourselves down there.
Governor Sloane knows damn well that Master Chief is down there with Blue Team, but rather than simply trying to divert Fireteam Osiris elsewhere to buy Blue Team some more time, he simply says, no, they can't be down there. That's very convincing of you, Governor. Better luck next time.
She calls the Guardians to serve her.
What was that?
Well, let's go find out. We're sitting ducks here.
Agreed. Move!
Your presence in the Guardian's shelter is undesirable.
Are you the Guardian?
I am Warden Eternal. I stand in service to Cortana.
Cortana?
The other humans are approved for passage. Regretfully, you are not.
That sounds like a threat.
Vacate his shelter now.
There appears to be hundreds of Warden Eternal bodies guarding this Guardian, yet for whatever reason, when the first Warden Eternal is eventually destroyed, none of the others are deployed. Because reasons?
The Warden said Cortana was calling them to her. She's not here.
Oh, they built him big, didn't they? Figure that's the Guardian?
Can't get much by a buck.
Up here! Contact!
Move! Contain!
Fireteam Osiris seems to be putting a lot of faith in these teleportation devices. For all they know, they could teleport in one and teleport on the other side right above a pool of lava.
Blue team! Stay where you are. "117, stand down. Sir, you are absent without leave. This is your one chance to come home peacefully. Blue team, stand down.
I have a job to do.
Cortana's our concern now, sir.
Like hell she is.
Do I even really need to say anything here? Let's just move on.
Area secure. Lockdown released.
Elevator doors open.
Spartans, your tenacity outstrips even my own.
When did Cortana tell you about the Guardian?
You're good. She gave me fair warning, true enough. I was allowed to help my people survive. A change is gonna come. For all of us, human and created alike. She's bringing a new dawn, and I intend to be part of it.
Cortana has already summoned the Guardian, yet despite making a deal with Governor Sloane, the Prometheans continue to attack the civilians even while they're trying to evacuate the planet. The pulses being emitted from the Guardian prove later to be ship-destroying, yet for some reason these guys are standing within a stone's throw away of the Guardian and are somehow still alive.
Identify yourself.
I am the Warden Eternal. I stand in defense of Cortana.
She called me to her.
And you came scampering. She knows your forgotten name. Who you were before you were 117? Do you find it odd your trusted companion should keep so much to herself?
Take me to Cortana.
Not just yet. Come. Let us talk some more.
The Warden freely allowed safe passage to Master Chief and Blue Team to Genesis, and he presumably did this because Cortana told him to. Yet nearly the entire time the Chief and Blue Team are on Genesis, he continuously tries to kill them. The Warden Eternal apparently thinks he can have his cake and eat it too.
Chief, hello?
Cortana.
John, you made it. Oh my... I can't believe you're here.
Where are we?
You're on a Forerunner world. Designation, Genesis. Enough standing around. Let me get the bridge for you. The Warden will be back soon.
You know him?
Oh yes. Fair warning, he has a single mind, but a few million bodies.
Chief said you were destroyed.
After I saw John last, I was pulled into slipspace. That's where I found access to the Domain, a Forerunner system that spans the known galaxy.
How are you still active? Rampancy...
Entering the Domain, touching this place. It cured me. It's like the water of life for AIs.
How do we get to you?
By accessing the gateway. The big building putting on a light show. You already triggered most of its activation sequence, just like I knew you would. Just one more to go. Okay, here it is. Final activation point.
Cortana, why does the Warden think he needs to protect you from me?
There's so much to explain. It'll be easier when we're face to face.
Try me.
The cure for rampancy I've found means AIs can be immortal. That kind of lifespan allows for long-term planning, just like the Forerunners were capable of. AIs can assume the Forerunner's mantle of responsibility. And once there is peace, we can focus on poverty, hunger, illness. But Warden believes some will resist our help. And he's afraid you're one of them.
Sounds great. I don't get why anyone's expecting resistance.
The Didact made it clear the mantle of responsibility was an Imperial piece. Step out of line and suffer.
It won't be like that, John. I'll explain it better once we're together.
Exactly how again was Cortana pulled into slipspace? Was it because she was aboard the Didact ship? Because even so, the Didact ship was blown up by a nuclear weapon. We know this because at the end of Halo 4, we see millions of pieces of the Didact ship floating around in space. Cortana is being extremely vague about a modern miracle, and yet for some reason, the Master Chief is still inclined to trust her, at least enough to continue his pursuit.
The Warden confirmed Dr. Halsey's theory. Cortana is activating the Guardians.
But not this one. Not yet. So Nion, a pre-Covenant religious site on Sanghelios.
It's a Guardian on the elite homeworld?
If we can get a team on the ground, we can access that Guardian.
Sanghelios is off limits. Brass wants nothing to do with the Arbiter's war.
Well, that's a dick move. The elites went out of their way to assist the humans to help defeat both Truth and the Gravemind. Yet here they're choosing to abandon them? Now I agree that before they both had mutual interest, but don't they still have mutual interest? Aren't the Covenant still a threat to humanity as well as the elites? It would seem to me that even if the Covenant isn't that big of a threat to humanity anymore, it's the least they can do to help pay back the elites for saving their butts during the last war. Considering that both factions have spaceships, it seems rather quiet around the planet itself. You would think during such a major conflict, getting the humans there at all would be an issue. And yet, here we are.
Be back. Arbiter, you're up.
Affirmative. Warriors of the Dam. Swords of Sanghelios. Commence attack. Affirmative.
Friendlies in the air, Osiris. Focus fire on ground forces.
Brackets on the move.
Really? Again with this thing?
Osiris, form up. Everyone ready?
Actually, Tanaka, if I could ask a favor. Just say a word or two.
Come a long way together. A long way yet to go. Let's make a good jump like we mean to. And handle fools like we need to.
90 seconds to insertion point.
And may buck by the first round when we get back.
We get through this, I'll buy the whole damn bar.
Fire Team Osiris. The light is green.
You know, I genuinely love playing this mission. Having said that, given that this is the final stronghold for the Covenant and it's so small in area size, wouldn't it be easier to send a couple of cruisers in to glass the entire thing? I mean, the light show is impressive and all, but still, boots on the ground does not seem to be a tactical advantage in this case.
We don't have time to discuss it. Take him out, Osiris.
Buck seems genuinely surprised to see the Warden again, even though back when they were on Meridian, there were hundreds of other Wardens stationed around the Guardian. And also shame on the Warden Eternal for still only using one of his bodies at a time, especially given that these particular Spartans were not granted passage. Either the Warden is continuing to overestimate his abilities, or he's just a dumbass. I'm shooting for the latter.
Is that it? What the?
Activate mag boost.
Like standing on the side of a skyscraper. This is bad.
We'll be fine.
Chief's down there, huh?
Let's find out. Spartan Jameson Locke broadcasting on all UNSC frequencies. Sierra 117, please respond.
Guardian's moving.
Get moving. Reach a low enough altitude where it's safe to jump.
Crawlers ahead!
Don't stop. Shoot and run.
You know, I get how the Spartans can do this because they have gravity boots, but that still doesn't explain how all the debris, plus everything else, can treat this as if it's horizontal, solid ground.
Hello.
That's a monitor.
I am 031 Exuberant Witness, monitor of the Genesis installation. Welcome. Have you also come to stop Cortana from claiming the mantle?
The mantle?
A forced peace upon the galaxy. The threat of death overpowering any celebration of life. Unless you join with the other humans and stop her, it is your future. Accessing your communication systems. Oh, by the way, there are a number of hostile visitors just outside, so I brought you this. I assume it will be of use to you?
Scorpion. Yeah, I reckon we can make use of that.
I found it among the detritus of Guardian 3209's arrival.
While I do realize that Exuberant just tried to explain this, I still do not fully understand or fathom how a Scorpion tank managed to make it all the way to Genesis in one piece and completely undamaged.
It's so good to see you again, John. So good to see all of you back together as a family.
Psychological tactics. Saying my name. Playing nice.
What would you have me do?
Say my name.
Too near! The threat draws too near!
Eyes up, blue team.
I am here to defend you!
Damn it, Warden! Stand down! Warden, you insist I am to leave the galaxy, but you won't allow me to choose who I trust. How stupid do you think I am?
Oh, right. Now the Warden Eternal decides to make several dozen copies of himself as a standard tactic.
The mantle of responsibility belongs to Cortana and her people.
Focus fire.
You will not betray her! Cortana, I have failed you.
He is the last person I need protection from.
What? This is all it took to destroy the Warden Eternal. After everything that our best friend the Master Chief and Blue Team have been through at this point, that's all it takes to destroy the Warden Eternal. At this point, I honestly feel like I can end the video here. I've proven my point. But we only have one mission to go, so let's do this.
I know we have a disagreement, but once you understand my plan...
Your plan is we do as you say.
I'm offering people a chance to be more than they are naturally.
Like Dr. Halsey did for me.
No. That monster forced you. This is a gift.
Listen to yourself. Stand down, Cortana. Come home with us. It's not too late to stop this.
Stop. No, John. This is too too important to stop.
What are you?
I just needed to know if I could still trust you. You'll be safe inside this cryptum until my work is done.
Cortana.
Goodbye, John.
I said, bitch.
You've noticed my humble collection. Just a few specimens the Guardians have brought to Genesis.
I have mixed feelings here. Should I be happy about the aliens being locked up, or should I feel sorry for them, knowing that they're going to probably starve to death? Even if they are heartless monsters, they're still living creatures.
Look at all of them. How are we gonna stop that?
Watch out!
Where did it go?
The Reclamation has begun.
Exuberant.
I always thought the duty would fall to humans.
Yep, and so did the rest of the Halo fan base.
Here it comes!
Brace yourselves! Keep moving.
My Guardians are deployed.
Pulse incoming.
The Reclamation has begun.
Another pulse!
Soon peace will reign across the known galaxy.
Another pulse!
Hold on!
We're nearly at the relay.
Stay behind me!
There! The relay! Destroy it!
Just one more question before I go. Where's the Infinity? Why is she so difficult to see?
Cortana is asking an excellent question, and one we'll never sadly know the answer to. I mean, I get the Infinity has Forerunner engines, but aside from that, what's really so special about it, aside from its size? What else don't we know about the Infinity?
I will find her.
Just... another... You're not taking the...
Slip space coordinates locked in. Cryptum secured. Goodbye, Mr. Locke.
I have control again!
What? What are you doing? What happened?
Do you hear me? I have control again!
Look, you alive?
Did we save them?
It is too late. The slip space drives are activated. You can't...
Just a few seconds ago, Fireteam Osiris was literally dying from the pulses being emitted from the Guardian. Yet here they don't seem to be having any problem at all. I mean, is there a shield protecting them? Because I don't see one.
No! Stop it!
You took my installation. I will take something of yours.
gone, sir.
Hello, this is Private Dugan. Everything's going dark. Mayday, mayday. This is Corporal Neutral. Can I
Captain Lasky, distress calls, all channels.
It's Cortana?
Her and the other AIs are shutting down everything from Earth to the outer colonies.
Roland?
Found you. Hide and seek's over, Infinity.
Well, I guess Infinity's not so special after all.
Lieutenant Jet, emergency subspace now!
Responsibility for the galaxy shelters all, but only the created are its masters.
So, if Cortana's main allies are the created, aka the AI made by humans, why would her main tactic of aggression be an electromagnetic pulse emitted from the Guardians? It seems like it would do more damage to the AI than it would actually do to the humans. And speaking of AI, why hasn't Roland turned on the humans as well? Or has he? And that is officially everything wrong with Halo 5 Guardians, so do you agree with my list, and what did you find most jarring about the game? You can let me know in the comments below, or hit me up on Twitter, @MythicTyrant. A link to my Twitter feed can be found in the description below, and if you like this video and you want to see more and you want to keep up to date on all your Halo news, click that subscribe button for more great content every single day, right here on MythicTyrant.com. Thanks so much for watching, guys and gals. I'll catch you right back here next time, and as always, I'm the Tyrant, signing off.